And everything.
And everything. She's got this little hat as well.
I bet she hates it.
Yeah, she does. Sometimes I'll go in just to annoy her.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Yeah. Are you ready for today?
I have tears on standby.
Come on. Can you just be a little bit sad for Grandma's sake? She can't take any drama today.
Yes, okay, I will try my best.
Oh, thank God you're here. I've been stuck talking to Auntie Leslie for like 20 minutes and all I could stare at was her monobrow. And if someone asks me one more time about what I'm doing for uni next year, I will scream.
Amy, your hair's a mess.
Oh, come on, she looks fine.
It's a funeral. She has to look presentable.
Have you looked in the mirror? At least I don't look like some Victorian widow.
I don't, do I? I think I look very respectful.
Well, I think you look ridiculous.
Has anyone spoken to Grandma yet?
Yeah, she's already had 3 sherries. She won't make it to the service.
Oh, Christ. Do you think we should stop her from drinking?
No, it's too late. She's already in a right state.
Alcoholic family members. A funeral no one really cares about. And sisters that haven't spoken in months. What could possibly go wrong? I'm joking. Obviously today will be a shit show. But it's family, so we must keep up pretences. Does anyone want to make a bet on who's most likely to start the first argument? I reckon it'll be Uncle Jack's dodgy friend Dave wanting his money back.
No, it will be Mum starting a fight with the vicar about some sexist remark in the Bible.
Jerry will drink half a bottle of vodka and pick a fight.
Tom is definitely going to cry.
£5 on Jerry kicking the dog.
I'll take that, but he's kicking it before he finishes his first drink.
You can usually behave like adults for more than 5 minutes.
Grace didn't used to be so boring. In fact, when we were kids, she was always in charge of the games we'd play. She had this imagination that could take us anywhere. To the depths of the sea, or to a kingdom with fairies and magic. It never mattered that we didn't leave the garden, or that our fairy queen was a tree stump. She was determined we'd have fun. Now, she's a little dull. She had this boyfriend that broke her heart, but that is a story for another time. This is a story about 3 sisters at a funeral. I promise, it is just as dull as it sounds.
Jerry!
Spicy, not me.
Not it.
Okay, I don't agree with betting at funerals, but I'll put £10 on Grandma drinking all the sherry before the wake even starts. Liv, have you got sandwiches yet?
I'm doing it now.
Well, can you do it a bit faster? I don't want people standing around, it will lead to an argument.
Well, if people are sobbing and not shouting, this wake might become slightly livelier.
Do you have to be so insensitive?
Maybe it's a coping mechanism.
And is it?
I'll ask my therapist.
You don't have a therapist.
Mum needs saving. She's been cornered by Tom again.
Uncle Jack died a few weeks ago. It wasn't exactly a shock. He'd been ill for some time. Some sort of slow, progressing cancer that doesn't kill you. Well, until it does. I'll do my best to explain all the family drama that has occurred up until this point, because, believe me, there's a lot. I'll start with the falling out between my uncle and my dad. My uncle sold part of the family business without telling anyone and essentially broke the company up and, well, now it doesn't exist. But we're the type of family that never actually addresses a problem, so we're all here, pretending to be sad. Well, I'm sure some people are actually sad, but it's hard to tell. We've all been lying for so long. The sandwiches should distract him long enough for Mum to escape.
I don't know why he's even invited. He's our cousin's ex. He isn't exactly family anymore.
Well, I imagine he's just paying his respects. The man did go to his wedding.
But marriage that lasted 5 minutes. Now that story really is worth telling. Let's just say there was more than one other woman, but I'll tell you another time.
Are they ready?
Yeah, I'll go save Mum.
What is her problem? Why can't she just shed a tear and say what a nice man he was?
Because he wasn't. I mean, I know he was family and all that rubbish, but he wasn't once nice to us.
Family is important, Emmy. You can't just throw it away because of an argument that had nothing to do with us.
Can I tell you something? And I need you to keep it to yourself. Don't tell Liv.
Sisters. They're your best friends and your worst enemies all rolled up into one. They spend half their lives confiding in you and the other half stabbing you in the back. My sisters and I used to be close. We'd build forts out of blankets and boxes and explore the garden in search of hidden treasure. Of course, we got into some trouble as well. I remember this one time we set our rabbit house in the garden and, well, we never saw it again. But we were kids, so we all acted sad and got given a new rabbit. Grace has always been a rational being. We used to have a system to our fort building, and tidying up was a must. Amy, on the other hand, has always hated being the youngest. Used to throw a lot of tantrums. And to be totally honest, she still does that.
Seriously, she'll just fly off the handle.
Okay, I promise.
Okay. So, it's just... Well, I think maybe... I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it could have been. What I might have done...
Emmy, just say it.
I think I killed Uncle Jack.
What?
I think I killed Uncle Jack.
Oh, I totally didn't see that coming. Amy, being the youngest, does have a tendency to be somewhat overdramatic. But let's just say, she did try to kill him, unsuccessfully. She's not the reason he's dead. When my father's company went under a few years ago, a lot of things changed. And for Amy, who was still living at home, things changed for the worst. She didn't get a car for her 17th birthday, and she had to get an actual job, but if I'm honest, I'd have been pretty pissed off too. But then I suppose people have killed for less.
So you killed him because you didn't get a new car?
I'm being serious. I went with Grandma to see him and she just left and I just did it.
Emmy, you're so stupid.
What's going on? Grace? Amy? What?
She said she killed Uncle Jack.
I'm sorry, what?
Grace!
Did you?
Of course she didn't. I was there with him the next week, and I killed him.
It's always the ones you never suspect. But if I'm honest, I did have a slight inkling. Grace is too perfect. That control freak type character that kills everyone at the end of the film. Her family is everything act was tiresome, and she herself got tired of it. Grace used to visit my uncle once a week to get updates on his condition for my grandma. And one day he was having some sort of seizure. She moved the call button away and left, with no one there to help him.
What? He just really upset Grandma, and I was so tired of his rude, ungrateful, and ignorant comments.
What did he say?
Oh, I can't say.
So you left him to die? Wow. Grace!
I mean, I feel awful.
I feel slightly better.
Yeah. You didn't kill him, Immy, you just got him high for a day.
What should we do? Should I tell someone, like Dad or Grandma?
No. Don't panic. He died in a hospice bed. No one thinks his death is suspicious. Grace got like this when our rabbit was killed. I mean lost. When we lost the rabbit. Wait. What story did I tell you? Okay, you got me. We didn't lose the rabbit. It drowned. I drowned it. But it's not like I killed the next rabbit. I'm not some crazy, funny serial killer. No one tells. No one has to know.
Yeah, she's right, and like you said, no one saw you move anything.
Don't worry. We're gonna stick together.
I just can't keep talking to people about him.
We just have to smile and nod for a few more hours and then it'll be like it never happened.
Yeah, and you can be in charge of the food and drink. No one will question that.
Imi, you're not getting out of catering that easily.
Whatever, at least I'm no murderer.
Imi!
Oh, I'm kidding. Sort of.
Someone might come in here.
Okay, let's just finish these. Have you worked it out yet? Which one of us is lying? I'll tell you some more about the day my uncle died. Grace was there and she did move the call button, but whatever it was that caused the seizure didn't kill him. A nurse got there in time. No, his death wasn't so much naturally occurring as it was smothered onto him. But that's the funny thing about storytelling, isn't it? The way an audience will believe whatever you tell them. I'll be honest. More honest. It wasn't Grace. And it wasn't Imi.
Liv, can you give us a hand?
If only I had time to explain.